Morning, fellas. Hey, I wanted to tell you something I just discovered about a die set that I bought back in '79 for my 30-06, and it's a competition die set, and it's got the micrometer. Where's the camera? There it is. Got the little micrometer on it and everything. It's a neat die. I kind of like where you drop the projectile in the front side here. Then the case comes up in the bottom. This is the case guide, this little plunger here. See that going up and down? That holds the case centered on the seater stem here. And then while you got it in the press, you just drop your projectile in there. I hope I'm not messing this up. And then you push up with your press, and then it seats your bullet nice and straight. So I'm thinking, gee, I like this die set. I wish I could use it with my 308. And so I got to looking at this. This is little instructions that we're supposed to save. Luckily I did. But on the back they have a real good parts breakdown. And it shows the seater stem. I mean the bullet seater stem right there. And this little piece here is a guide that guides the shoulder of the brass up straight through this hollow body here and mates it up with it brings the projectile in touch right here with the seater stem concentrically. That's a hell of a word this early in the morning. Concentrically, it does a real good job. So I got to looking at this parts breakdown, wondering if I could change something out to get my 308 to work with it, because 308's listed in these parts numbers over here, especially under this confusing part where it's got all these little asterisks and plus signs, and then when they describe what the part is over here, you have to come down here and read. Well, this didn't make any sense at all to me. So I get RCBS on the horn and explain to them what I've got, and luckily the guy that was the customer service guy said, oh yeah, I know about that die set. He said, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I've got an 06 die set, and I'd sure like to use it with my 308 Winchester. He says, no problem, all you need is an extended shell holder. And it hit me. He said, wow, that's really all I need to stick this little shorty case. Let me get it turned around here. Stick it up in here. There we go. And then that'll do the same thing, but since it's a short case, you need this extended shell holder here to go inside a little further with the case, so it'll match up with the seating stem, and all these micrometer adjustments work just fine. You don't have to back this thing way off or something. So with him telling me this, I go, geez, why didn't I know that? Why wasn't that mentioned in the instructions? I don't know. Typical. I didn't mind that. So we're talking a little further. And I said, you know, my 8mm got the same kind of case, the base of it, diameter and everything, like they're all made from the same blanks. He says, well, what you need is another seating stem. That's the little deal that catches the bullet at the top, and then a case guide, the part that slides up and down. And I said, you mean I can put that in this seating die here? And he said, sure. I said, no kidding. So for next 5 minutes or so, we go through all the numbers, and he's explaining it to me what I got to do. And I'm feeling stupid as hell because, man, I'm supposed to know this kind of stuff. I've had this die since '79, but it's not written anywhere. I've never had a discussion about it with anyone. I haven't seen it at Cast Bullets. Anybody talking about it over there? I haven't seen anybody on our Reloaders Network talking about these. These are nice dies. You know, Forrester makes them. Hell, everybody's name escapes me now. All the major companies make a nice, either a bench rest or a competition die. And what I was thinking is that since I was able to get a new, here you go, a new bullet seater. See, that's where it holds the projectile, and that's in the top of the die. Now, this is the little slide. See if you can see through it there. And this is where the brass comes up in here, and it centers it, and you know, and this comes up like this, and you know, mates inside that die body. So with these two items here, now that same die body will do my 8mm. So I'm thinking, damn, this is cool. So now this 30-06 Seater will do 308. All I got to change is, you know, use this other extended shell holder, and then that's good for the 06 with a standard shell holder number 3, and then the extended shell holder, and this same die, changed nothing, does both those cartridges. Now I'm tickled. Now all I have to do is unscrew this micrometer top here, undo an Allen nut or Allen screw that holds this cedar stem in, put this cedar stem in the micrometer part, and then drop this in the hollow barrel of the die body, and now it's an 8mm custom, what do they call it, competition die. So I think that's pretty cool. And so it cost me $1 per item from RCBS. This is, I don't know if they're losing their minds down there or what, but $1 cost me $3 down that, and I had to wait a couple weeks for all these parts. But for those 3 items, it came in these little bags here, $3. Now that this die set will do 06, not die set, the sizer is strictly 06, but I'm not worried about that. I've got lots of sizers for all the dies. What I want is a good cedar. So anyhow, this set does all 3. It won't take 2 or 3 minutes to change it out to 8mm. But then what I was thinking is these other die sets. Now here's a Forrester. This is a bench rest die set, and it doesn't have the micrometer on the top. You still have to loosen this and adjust it up and down, but it has the real nice concentric slide here that holds the brass and aligns it with the cedar stem on the inside here, so you get better concentricity on your rounds. So I got to thinking, what if they are using the same die body for all of their calibers, and all they do is change out the internal parts, and then every time you want a new caliber, you got to buy the whole shittery. So I would say investigate your instructions on whatever type of competition seating die that you have, and look at the exploded view of the parts and read the footnotes, and call your manufacturer and say, hey, what can I do to make this die body for my X caliber that I'm loading it with do another caliber? And I'll bet you find out that we can use these die bodies and just take a little fishing tackle plastic snap lid box and put all our parts in there and label them, and you don't have to keep buying this die body over and over, and your conversion costs will be under, I don't know how generous everybody else is besides RCBS, but my conversion cost was $3 for the 8mm. That's a pretty dang good deal. So it's really worth investigating. I know Kenny, Eagle Eye Shooting, now he's been buying lots of stuff like this, so maybe if he hadn't bought everything and he's still waiting to get a good deal on something, he might be able to convert one of his custom competition micrometer Duuuhhh type seaters into doing more than one job. So that's just a little something I wanted to put on the video this morning and let you fellas know. So, all right, that's it. My first video after, Lordy, 2 or 3 months helping my brother build his shop. So we're just about 99% done there, and I'm back to the loading shop. So there's a little handy hint and tip for you today, boys. Give me some comments on what you find out if you go looking into this. All right? All right. Take it easy out there. Watch that 6. Don't hurt yourselves.